Field Report Number FA 7312, Cycle 47. Subject Species Homo sapiens. Observed Ritual. Individuals congregate to detonate pigment dispersal devices in open air to reveal predicted traits of a developing offspring. Color-coded particulates, commonly blue or pink, are released via combustion or pressurized mechanisms. Participants exhibit heightened vocalization and synchronized recording behavior using handheld optics. Notably, the predictive trait is already known to organizers prior to detonation, rendering the explosion informationally redundant. Energy expenditure is non-trivial. Risk of ignition of surrounding flora is present. Hypothesis: signaling function outweighs safety considerations. Purpose remains unclear. Humans stage controlled detonations to reveal predicted offspring sex using color-coded visual emissions. The observed behavior involves gathering a group of witnesses and then triggering an explosive or pressurized device that releases either pink or blue particulate matter into the surrounding atmosphere, which is interpreted as meaningful data about the developing organism. Central Command initially classified this as a signaling system, but further study indicates the information conveyed is binary, simplified, and occasionally inaccurate. The reliance on color as a data transmission medium is particularly inefficient. Our species encodes genetic projections in multidimensional light matrices, not airborne dust clouds that stain clothing and vegetation. The humans exhibit visible excitement upon detonation, often vocalizing loudly and recording the event with handheld devices, suggesting the true objective may be social reinforcement rather than informational clarity. The Council has requested clarification on why explosive force is required for what could be a quiet verbal update. No satisfactory answer has yet been obtained. Participants display heightened emotional responses to color outcomes, despite the arbitrary nature of the underlying classification system. Upon release of the colored material, humans frequently exhibit immediate emotional reactions, such as jumping, shouting, or in some cases displaying disappointment that is only partially concealed. This suggests that the event is not merely informational, but carries strong pre-existing expectations or preferences. From a rational standpoint, the assigned categories, typically labeled male or female, are treated as predictive of future personality traits, behaviors, and social roles. Despite insufficient biological basis for such precision, in our civilization, offspring development is regarded as a probabilistic spectrum, and announcements are delivered with statistical charts rather than emotional displays. The human insistence on dramatizing the outcome implies that the ritual functions as a projection of identity and social alignment rather than a neutral report. Central Command notes that the emotional volatility appears disproportionate to the informational value conveyed. The ritual increasingly incorporates hazardous materials, resulting in environmental damage and unintended destruction. Field reports confirm that some humans escalate the scale of these events by using explosive compounds, combustion devices, or mechanical contraptions that exceed safe operational parameters. These enhancements have led to fires, structural damage, and in documented cases, injury to participants and surrounding organisms. This is perplexing, as the underlying message remains unchanged regardless of delivery intensity. Our species abandoned combustion-based communication millennia ago due to its inefficiency and high collateral risk, favoring non-destructive signal projection instead. Despite repeated negative outcomes, humans continue to replicate and amplify the behavior, suggesting that social attention outweighs risk assessment. The Council has expressed concern that the species may prioritize spectacle over survival in certain ceremonial contexts. The events are meticulously recorded and distributed across digital networks, amplifying social validation feedback loops. Observers consistently deploy recording devices to capture the detonation moment, after which the footage is transmitted across interconnected data systems for remote viewing. The original audience, already present, appears secondary to the larger, invisible audience accessed through these networks. This indicates that the ritual serves a dual function: immediate group bonding and delayed mass validation. Metrics such as views, approvals, and comments are monitored closely, suggesting that the success of the event is partially determined after its completion. In contrast, our species considers an observation complete once it has been accurately perceived. Repetition for external approval is unnecessary. The human tendency to externalize private biological updates into public performance remains a subject of ongoing analysis, and Central Command has flagged this as a key indicator of their social hierarchy mechanisms.